You also have a player versus player dueling type thing with Diablo. Everybody would meet up in Act 1 and go outside the gate and duel. And like I said in my Legend of Gun video on Warcraft I just made, you had things called twinks, which is either level 9 or level 12 usually, that you would take your high level characters and get all the best stuff, and you would fill your inventory full of charms, like poison charms, which adds extra poison damage to your attack. Like if you're just a level 9 guy, you're going to be doing like 10 damage or something, but you have like a whole inventory space full of like 6 poison charms. It's like 6 times 40 or something. That's like 250 poison damage or something like that. 240 plus the 10 that you would do, and it's like, it blows people's minds that you're doing that much damage to them. Like my twink character I made was a paladin. I made him a level 12. I escorted him through all 3 levels of difficulty. I got him through hell difficulty somehow, or I got a friend to do it. I think you can't really do it on your own unless you log out and log in really fast or something. But yeah, I got him all of the major quests done. I got all his resistances up. Like that helps a lot when you're dueling somebody and they're trying to like do magic on you, and magic fucking does nothing because you have like 75% resist against it all. So the only guy that was able to beat me, I think, was this guy who made an assassin that was like a martial arts expert, and he just had this super fast kick that if he kicked you, you're dead. So you had to stay away from him, which I'm a melee paladin, so I'd always get my ass kicked. Now, like assassins, I like the the lightning trap assassins, because you don't even have to be near something to kill it. You could plant your traps way off into the distance. Just sit there and let them kill shit, and then go loot it later. The only problem with this is that while it's killing stuff, it's dropping all of your items, and somebody else could be up there just picking up the stuff that you've just killed for. So ranged attack is safer, but it's not safer about getting your stuff, getting your loot. Now, like I said in my Back to the 80s shows about like Captain Planet, and the key to making a good 80s cartoon is to have all these different elements like fire, earth, water, and air. And Diablo 2 totally captures that. You have sorceresses that they can be lightning or frost or fire. You can specialize in different talents, you know. The only way that Warcraft is really superior in this is that you can relearn your talents. If you don't like how you did it, you could pay a fee and everything gets wiped and you start over and you can put your talents back into a certain spec. But Diablo, you can't really do that, so you have to make a new character and start all over, which does add some replayability to the game. If you screw up, you have to like start over again. It's really cool. Like necromancers have poison, Amazons have mostly like a javelin. Amazon has lightning and poison. Druids have the wind and fire attacks. By the way, I was just watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, and that's pretty much one of those cartoons that does the same thing. It's all about elemental stuff: airbending, waterbending, all that good stuff, firebending. Another good thing about role-playing games that makes it fun is the ability to use teamwork to beat the big hard enemies of the game, like Diablo or Baal or Ragnaros if you're playing Warcraft. But Warcraft, you have different roles. Like you have a warrior that has to be able to take the damage and tank and keep the stuff hitting you at the same time as a priest is healing you, keeping everybody alive. In Diablo, you have to build up your resistances so you don't take that much damage, no matter what class you are. You want to have some kind of life mana leech, so you're stealing health back every time you hit something, because nobody's healing you. Nobody in the game heals other people. You just have potions. So you can, the thing about Warcraft, if you drink a potion, you have to wait like 2 minutes or 5 minutes before you can drink a potion again. So if you're out of health and mana, do you want to drink a mana potion and try to get some spells on this thing and kill it before you get killed and risk dying? Or do you want to drink a health potion and try to run away, or just try to outlast it long enough where you can drink a mana potion? By that time you'll be half dead again anyway, so it's kind of like, what's the point of even having potions if you're just going to be able to drink one? In Diablo, you can just pound, pound, pound on the button and just drink like 10 potions in a second, which will probably give you some kind of indigestion, but you can do it. But you have like sorceresses, they have this spell that's a lightning spell that's static. What it does, static shock. It sucks the life down of the enemies to 25% less. So the first time they cast it, they're going to be down to 75% life. Next time they cast it, they're going to be down to like 66% life, I think. I'm not sure about the math. But every time you hit it, they lose a quarter of their life, but every time they do that, they have less life, so it does less damage. So once you get it down to about 25%, that's really about as far as you can go, because it starts taking down like 1 or 2 points of health at a time. That's when the other guys come in and they start pounding on their stuff. So everything, if you want to kill Diablo, if you have a good sorceress with you, you're going to start out pretty much killing it at 25% life. It's going to be already mostly dead. So that's how you use teamwork in Diablo. And it's totally different from Warcraft, but it's also very fun. I remember back when the first ladder thing was out in There were two barbarians in Diablo 2. And warriors are called barbarians in Diablo, but there were two guys that were competing to see who could get to level 99 first. And one was called Rust Barb and one was called Jur Barb. And the name seems kind of odd until you realize that Rust stands for Russia and Jur stands for Germany. These were two guys that were on a team of a bunch of different people that were trying to get these guys level 99. This was how cool and how popular the game was. These countries were competing against each other. Like, there'd be a bunch of sorceresses go into the game that this guy's not even in yet. They would clear the way to Diablo, and they would have everything around him killed and dead, and they would static him down to like 25% life. So this guy that they're trying to level up, he just comes into the game, runs straight to Diablo, and kills him and gets Diablo experience and all the items or whatever, and then he would go to the next game and somebody would have it cleared. So that's what sorcerers do. They pretty much wipe shit out, and it was amazing the competition that they were doing in this game with two countries competing against each other. So in conclusion, the reasons Diablo is superior as far as role-playing games go is that it has all the different elements that make a game good. You've got gambling, you've got dueling, you've got the elemental thing, you've got the ability to trade weapons and items. You've got teamwork. Like reality, you can cheat people out of stuff, trick people. You can actually see items drop on the ground like they would actually happen. It's just the rarity of things, like runes, like the really rare things, like the unique Grand Charm, Geed's Fortune, something like that drops, or you get the fucking Uber Diablo spawn that happens like once a day, every day it happens, and you happen to be on the server where it happens, and the whole ground starts to shake and everything goes crazy, and everybody's rushing to it and trying to kill it, and they start telling their friends, oh, Uber Diablo's in this room, everybody go to this room, and everybody just piles in and you can't get in. It's just exciting, and it's all like realistically happening. So yeah, that's pretty much why it's the best.